And welcome to part 4 of Belmont's Revenge, and here we're going to be taking on the 4th castle in the game, but not the last one though. Because we still got a bit more work to do and there are extra stages after these castles. So we're going to be taking on the Rock Castle. And what's going to happen here is that I do like these carvings at the castle in the background. I think that's a pretty nice touch. Anyway, what's going to happen is that, this is a stage that's going to go by quickly as long as you know what you're doing, but the enemies as well as the boss is going to make this stage pretty tough. And also, these mudmen won't cause you trouble as long as you have a powered up whip. So, moving on. Fortunately, this place is pretty generous with checkpoints, so you are going to find a lot of them. And, so I'm just trying to make my way through here. And right here with these holds, creatures are gonna jump out of them. So just make sure you don't let them get away. And, just keep doing the same thing, because if you do let them get away, they are gonna end up causing you a lot of trouble. Because they are very fast. I just gotta make my way up here. And with this spike puzzle, spikes are gonna jut out when the lights start flashing. So just make sure you time it accordingly. And, see what's going on here is there are going to be more creatures. And the reason that this is going to be a problem is because they can come from anywhere, and also some of their placement is kind of awkward. Alright, so just another checkpoint room. And with this spike puzzle, you actually want to get down there as quickly as you can. And the reason for that is you really don't want these spikes causing you trouble. Because if they do end up jutting out a lot of them, then they are going to give you a lot of fits, and also it's best not to overthink things in this stage. And let's see, I just need to make my way up here. Okay, and there's one more. The good thing about these, or this game in general, is that it does allow you to be more creative with the platforming. I mean, it uses more ropes. Now with these candles, if you do whip all of them, the lights do end up going out. And I'll try and show that off at some point. Like right here. Also, those creatures will start crawling, and they can hurt you, but if they are in their dormant state, then you can use them as a stepping stone. Okay, what'd I do there? That must have been just a coin. But anyway, just gotta get past these eyeballs. And with this part, you really don't want to whip these candles. Otherwise, you could end up falling into one of these small pits, which can be a big problem. I just gotta make my way across here. Fortunately, it's a lot easier, though. And yeah, I decided to get that last one because there were no more pits. So all I gotta do here is another checkpoint room. And the purpose of these checkpoint rooms is to provide you with enough power-ups in case you end up getting yourself killed. And there are two ways to deal with this thing. Either really slowly make your way across, or just whip this handle. And when that happens, the entire thing breaks off. And you know what, I'm just gonna go down here. Because if you did take this way, you actually can get an axe, but I already have one. So I'll just take the hearts instead. And just need to whip this guy. And just make my way across here, and hopefully not lose my whip. Okay, now that that's done with, I just gotta deal with a gargoyle here. These guys are pretty easy to deal with if you stay close to them. And now for my least favorite boss in the game. And why I hate this boss so much is it's a knight, and also it has a sword with a really long range. And the biggest thing is it has two forms, and I'm not getting those candles on purpose for a reason. And since this first form is simple enough, just don't walk into him. Now this second form's gonna cause all kind of trouble because he likes to jump around, he likes to shoot death beams of death. And this is the biggest issue I have with this boss, is because you're so slow you can't get out of the way fast enough of these or when he jumps, and you could end up falling into him and end up getting hit 3 times when you don't need to. And the thing I really hate about this boss is whenever you get beat by him, you feel like you get cheated out of it as opposed to him actually beating you. But with that, we are done with all 4 of the castles. And there's still some cinematics to show off. Anyway, yeah, that was my 3rd time playing this one, and I am actually in a pretty bad mood now because of it. But all is well that ends well, and Dracula's castle rises out from the water. So yeah, we're not done yet. We got 2 more stages of Castlevania to go through. Yeah, I don't know why they made it 2, especially since this game comes with a password. But then again, it is a Game Boy game, so it probably couldn't hold that much anyway. And this is just the game letting you know what you're up against. So join me next time as we take on the first part of Dracula's Castle. See you then.